going on, guys? It's Steve. This is getting me upset. There's a lot of people going on. Not in the sense of, like coaches and players and things like that, because that's what really matters, okay? What the media says, it does not matter to these players. It doesn't whatsoever. But what other NBA coaches say, what NBA, any type of NBA official, whether it's a referee or a head coach or the trainers or something, if they say something about your game and you're an NBA player, you're going to know something's wrong. Either you've gotten better or you've gotten worse or you just flatlined. Okay, like Dwight Howard, he flatlined. He didn't get better, he didn't get worse. He's just plain old Dwight Howard for the past 10 years. All right? I'll tell you this right now. ESPN never ceases to amaze me. Now they're coming out and saying that Kevin Durant, coming this finals, is going to be better than LeBron James. And I'll tell you this right now. Kevin Durant will never, ever be better than LeBron James. There is no way in hell. There's not anything that Kevin Durant can do that will make him a better player than LeBron James. It just doesn't make sense. Let's talk about it logically. Regardless on if LeBron James slows down in terms of points per game, LeBron is still a good scorer regardless. People say he's not a score-first player, which he actually is. That's nonsense. Let's stop with that nonsense. He's a pass-first player. That's nonsense. If he were pass-first, he'd be like Chris Paul. All right? He's a great passer, but he ain't no pass-first player. He's a score-first player. Or whatever the best play is, whether it's passing or scoring or whatever the best thing to do, that's who he is. Which is why he's so different from everyone else. But he ain't no damn pass-first player. That's complete nonsense. But I'll sit here and tell you this right now. It don't matter if his points per game goes down, because his efficiency is so out of this world. It's through the roof. It's on Pluto, the farthest thing from the sun in our solar system. It's on, where is it? It's on, I don't know, somewhere nebula, something outer space. That's where he is. And everyone else, KD and Steph, are right there as well, but farther back, and then everyone else. It's that simple. It's LeBron, KD, Steph, and then everyone else. But the gap between LeBron and Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry is so far that it is no way in hell Kevin Durant can ever be better than LeBron. I know Kevin Durant is second in blocks this year. I know he's very efficient. I do know obviously he's a way better, let's be real, he's a better scorer regardless on points per game, because point per game doesn't mean how great of a scorer you are. Does that mean CJ McCollum is a good scorer? No. It just means he's a second option on a pretty mediocre team. Yeah, it's that simple. But when you look at people that can maintain that point per game average throughout their career and that can score in numerous different ways, that's how you know they're great scorers. Who am I talking about? I don't know. I do know, but I'm not going to say it because Steve, stop talking about him and it's not even about him. Whatever. All right? But I'll sit here and tell you this right now. Kevin Durant leads the league. He's a great defender, regardless of what you think. Kevin Durant's a great defensive player. Okay, he always has been, but he's skyrocketed ever since coming to Golden State. Okay, partly because he has Klay Thompson and Draymond Green to help him out, and Stephen Curry improved defensively too. Stephen Curry is not bad on the defensive end. All right, so that's number one. Kevin Durant's a better scorer, but if you look at everything combined, LeBron James just blows Kevin Durant out of the water. Okay, and it's not even the fact that, here's the thing that most people don't understand. When you play on a dominant team like the Golden State Warriors, you are going to look better than you actually are. Look at all of the role players that are on this team right now. Andre Iguodala, he's a great player, but he was never an all-star caliber player, even though I believe he was an all-star like once or twice in his career. But let's be real, he was just an athletic forward, an athletic wing player. All right, look at Sean Livingston. Look at Zaza. Look at Nick Young. They're all flourishing now that they're playing on the Golden State Warriors. Look at Clay, Dre, Steph, and KD. They're not role players, obviously. Those are star players, but they're dominating because they have more help. When Klay Thompson and Draymond Green started to develop and get better, what happened to Stephen Curry and the Warriors? They went 2014-15, 67-15. 2015-16, 73-9. So it's going to keep, when you play with really good players, it makes your job easier. So it makes you look like a better player than you actually are. And I'm not saying Kevin Durant sucks. And by the way, Max Kellerman, you are a complete joke sometimes. How can you sit there and say Kevin Durant's not even better than Kawhi Leonard? Kawhi's not even the third best player on the planet. He's the fourth best, but he ain't the third best. All right, so get that through your head. First of all, Kevin Durant, without a doubt, is the second best player in the world. But he's nowhere near LeBron James. It's just that simple. If you look at what LeBron has had to go through this year, Kevin Durant's team, for the most part, is healthy. And regardless on if they lose Stephen Curry for 12 games? They went, 11-1, 10-1 without Steph, something like that, 9-1, 7-1, 8-1, something. They went something ridiculous without Stephen Curry. But regardless of that fact, you have the notion that LeBron James, back to the Warriors, you have the notion that the Golden State Warriors, regardless on if KD gets injured, because they won 73-9 without him. And regardless on if Steph is injured, they're still going to dominate without him. Because KD and Steph are so damn good, and then their help is so damn good, there's just no way any team stands a chance. There's no way. The only team that stands a chance are the Cleveland Cavaliers and maybe the Oklahoma City Thunder if they can get their act together. And they need some more role players because that bench is disgusting. I'll tell you this right now. If you look at what LeBron had to go through, Isaiah Thomas injuries, Dwayne Wade, J.R. Smith drama, really J.R. drama with Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade said, all right, whatever, it's not worth it, whatever. But playoff time, Dwayne Wade better start. Tristan Thompson drama, injuries, the Kyrie drama, new team, new players, and Jay Crowder coming in. Now, lots of new players on this team. Lots of new players. I don't even think he played with Kyle Korver for a full year yet. I think Kyle Korver got traded right before the trade deadline in 2017. So LeBron has a lot of new teammates. The Warriors do as well, but if you look at the help that the Warriors have, it's just so more balanced than the Cavaliers. And it's not that LeBron sucks. It's just it's not that the Cavaliers suck. It's just Dwayne Wade, he's slow, he's out of his prime. It ain't prime Wade. Now, if it were prime Wade, then we'd have a conversation because then it would be like KD and Steph versus LeBron and Wade. But Wade's out of his prime. Now, in the playoffs, Dwayne Wade's still Dwayne Wade, but he can't do what he used to do like the 06 finals. He's not going to come out and average 35 points per game. You know, he's not going to do and 360 layups from behind his head like the Flash. He's not going to block Amari Stoudemire and throw it from half court and make it at the buzzer. He can do that. He's not going to steal the ball from that Salmons dude on the Chicago Bulls and then hit a game-winning three off 1 foot from the top of the key on the other end of the court. You know, he can't do that anymore. All right, he's still great, but he can't do that anymore. Kevin Love is great, but is he on the same level as Steph? No. All right. So when you look at the balance, the Warriors are so much more balanced than the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, the most logical way of answering this question, will Kevin Durant ever be on the same level as LeBron James? If you're going to sit there and say LeBron is the best all-around player, then right there, in and of itself, proves that he's better than everyone else. Once you say LeBron is a better all-around player, but Kevin Durant has this and this and that, no. If you're a better all-around player, you're a better player. It's simple. It's really that. I don't get it. How can you sit there and contradict yourself like that? Oh, LeBron's a better all-around player, but Kevin Durant's a better player because that doesn't make sense. So we'll end the video like this. LeBron James is still better than Kevin Durant. LeBron James will remain better than Kevin Durant, win or lose in the finals. Just because you win doesn't mean you're a better player. People confuse winning with being a great player. Like Tracy McGrady said, anyone can win an NBA championship. Anyone. Andrew Bogut won one in 2015. Is Andrew Bogut better than, who hasn't won one yet? Chris Paul? Is he better than Carmelo? Is he better than Russ? You know what I'm saying? So the contradictions are crazy, and this all started from number 23, not from Cleveland. Let's just say, I don't want to say this guy's name in the video, because if I do, people are going to start comparing him with LeBron, and I don't want this to happen, but it's going to happen regardless. Michael Jordan. It all started with him. Just because you win doesn't mean you're the best. Anyway, he was the best though. Anyways, Man Steve, I'm out. Peace.
How the hell Carmelo Anthony ain't top 5? I'll tell you this right now. LeBron James is 10 times better than Michael Jordan ever was. But Steve, Steph Curry sucks. How the hell does Stephen Curry suck?
We fucking suck this year. I can't take it anymore.
You don't even have Melo as a 90?